What is up, Scorpio? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Scorpio placements, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner, quantum healer, and spiritual and shamanic life coach. So if you want any personal bookings, whether they be energy healing sessions, tarot readings, or spiritual life coaching, mentoring, certifications for all 3 levels of Reiki and quantum healing, check out my website. It's all down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. It helps other people on YouTube find it because it tells YouTube that, hey, I liked this, I watched it, I want other people to see it too. So let's get into it, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you. Judgment. All 3 water signs, you guys started off with Judgment. So there's a theme for you. You have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Star in reverse. I think you've made a decision to turn your back on an opportunity because I think you realize it doesn't resonate with you anymore. Scorpio, I feel like you're creating a lot of change in your own life. I like this for you. I like this for you a lot. It really does feel like you're turning your back to something. You're like, no, that's not meant for me. I don't want to do it. It's like taking a stand for yourself. Yeah, Emperor. Very nice. 7 of Pentacles. You're like, no, I don't want to. I'm not going to invest time and energy in it. It's not going to go anywhere for me. Yeah, you realize it. You just made that decision. You're like, I'm going to start a new beginning for myself elsewhere. I like this. I like this a lot. This is making the right decision. With the 2 of Pentacles, the choice you've made with Judgment there, judgment call, right? It's actually in alignment with your highest good. It's in alignment with your higher self. And with the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy, and the Emperor, Aries, Taurus for me as a reader. The divine is supporting this pivot that you're choosing to make because it's helping you embody a very healthy masculine energy. Pisces also had this in their reading, the Emperor. With the 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, you might have already invested energy in something and realized it's not going to continue to move forward anymore. So you're like, no, I'm not going to try and remake this. I'm not going to try and rebuild it. I'm just going to let it go. The 4 of Cups in reverse is you're opening your heart and your perspective to new opportunities. You just might not see them quite yet. I feel like this is what's coming in for you. So let's get into it. I like that the Fools, yeah, look, underneath the Fool, you have the freaking 9 of Cups. You're choosing to only do things that are really in alignment with you and your happiness. I love that for you. Let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. Scorpio. Got itchy. Okay, let's look at Judgment for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Why is Judgment here for Scorpio? I heard second chances. 7 of Pentacles, that's funny. Second chances and the very thing you're not wanting to invest in or change is coming up again. I think it's going to be like the same thing in a different form. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I feel like somebody's going to come in and offer you this second chance. I like this. Let's look at the 2 of Pentacles. This Knight of Swords feels very, it feels gentle, which typically a Knight of Swords, yeah, there it is, the new beginning. They're offering you this new beginning. This could be a business proposition, or this could be a romantic partner, or just somebody coming in saying like, hey, I'd like to build this with you. And you're like, whoa, that's so weird. Like, I was just doing that for myself. So this could be a second chance in a relationship or in a project or something that's very similar to one that you just left. I like this a lot. I love this Ace of Wands. It feels so fun. It feels so lighthearted, and it feels like you're just like, yeah, this is for me. This is what's meant for me. I want to look at the Star in reverse. I'm only going to take the, I'm only going to take the Hangman, and I feel like there's another card that flipped. No, okay. So you got the Hangman in reverse. I feel like intuitively, yeah, part of you knows it's not time to move forward. You're allowing yourself to be receptive. You're also working through parts of yourself that, you know, when you start to get like really confident and you're in a place that like feels really good, and all of a sudden there's a little voice in your head that you're trying to silence. You're like, yo, shut up, that ain't true. And it's because you're positive, everything's going great, and then this voice is like, but you're gonna lose it all, or you're gonna fail. And you're like, no, I'm not. You're just uncomfortable because I'm spinally happy and you're used to being pessimistic. That voice, you're getting rid of it. You're getting rid of that little poopy voice in your head. You're like, no. And I like that. That tells me that you're starting to get a new perspective on yourself, which in turn is going to allow this new version of self to emerge, which is why it's showing up before the Emperor, before we get to your divine masculine energy, because here you're starting to embody a sense of stability in who you are. And that's when you're able to have that higher state of consciousness, that realization of actually, yeah, I am capable, I am reliable, I control my thoughts. I don't need to think this way. I don't need to worry about being oppressed or stuck or pessimistic, because I can choose to be happy and I can be confident in myself by my own choice. Let's look at the Emperor. Strength. Yeah, you're learning the power that everybody has to control their mind. You're learning how to use that power for yourself. You're getting to this place of, you know what, even if my thoughts are reeling, they don't control me, and I have control to say, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to take up space in my mind. So I want to see where this is leading you, because this is more internal to you. Let's see how this plays out externally. Page of Cups in reverse, King of Cups, and the High Priestess. You're going to start to get to a place where you reflect a lot more on your emotional self, like how you really feel about taking action in a very vulnerable way in different areas of your life. I don't want to say just relationships, because this feels like even showing up at your work like more authentically, more in alignment with who you are, and just like not being scared or embarrassed to just be emotional if you feel emotional. And emotional doesn't always mean crying. Like emotional also just means like vulnerable, like authentic, and just seen, allowing yourself to be seen. And I think you're just going through the process of really seeing yourself. And that would explain why Death is on the bottom of deck, because you're releasing this old version of self and allowing the Emperor to emerge, which is a very reliable, a very confident, it's a leader energy. It's someone that other people can lean on. Yeah, you're surrendering the need to control how things change and shift in your life. And if something goes in a different direction other than the plan that you had, you're not seeing it as a failure anymore. So you're letting go of whatever this was that you're investing in, and you're starting to really focus on yourself, because this new offer is coming in for you. I think part of you is also learning that you don't have to control this new offer, this second chance that's coming your way. You learned the first time around that the more receptive you are, and the more like masculine, feminine, the more balanced you are. Receptivity is feminine energy, builder energy is masculine, Emperor energy. So you're really learning how to balance those two things, and you're really just starting to listen to your intuition and move very passionately through the world versus aggressively or passionate, which is driven by control, which is really aggressive. So often we're like, oh my God, I'm just passionate about it. And a lot of times that passion really translates to, I'm scared it's not going to work out, so I'm chasing it excessively. You're no longer doing that. You're doing it in a very healthy way. Let's look at this Four of Cups, Two of Wands in reverse. Judgment in reverse. When this opportunity shows up, don't deny it. Yeah, don't deny it just because it doesn't show up the way that you expect it to. Yeah, with the 9 and the 5 of Swords, there's a 4 of Swords upright. This is what you need to heal, is this inner critic, this part of you that gets stressed or gets anxiety because things aren't showing up the way that you thought they would. So you make the decision of like having the knee-jerk reaction to shut them down. It's like if a neighbor knocked on my door right now and was like, hey, you want to go to carnival? My knee-jerk reaction would be like, no, it's a freaking Tuesday, man. No. But if I really sat and thought about it, I might consider it. Don't listen to your knee-jerk reactions that are rooted in just habitual behavior. Listen to your intuition and, decide from that, like what do you really crave? What do you really want versus what are you attached to, right? When we start to move through a place of attachment, we're moving on autopilot. We're not moving really by being present in the experience. So you're being challenged to move in the experience rather than autopilot. Because when you're moving in autopilot, you shift back into this anxiety and it stops you from moving forward. And it's attachment. You have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. And that's what you're being challenged to heal right now. So if people, things, or offers from the past come back up, it is Mercury retrograde around the corner. So I wouldn't doubt that this would start happening this time because we're in the pre-shadow. And that's typically when people start to communicate, right? Mercury, communication, mind, intellect, things from the past. So it could be like sudden apologies or second chances and things. Just be present in the experience. Don't have a knee-jerk reaction because it could be bringing you opportunities to really embody a very healthy version of yourself. Let's look at this new beginning, the Fool overall. Why is the Fool here in the overall? Yeah, second chance, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody else coming in. Yeah, it's somebody, because you have the feminine here and this is all masculine energy. You have somebody else coming in who's going to want to have a second chance with you. I'm not going to lie, it feels kind of romantic and it feels kind of business related for some of you. It feels more romantic for most of you, but just be mindful of that. Yeah, Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck. A lot of passion here, a lot of passion driven energy, not emotionally driven energy. So just be mindful of if this is like a sex thing or like an artistic thing, you like building together or writing together or dancing together. If you're really looking for a romantic relationship, you're going to be tested in regards to finding other forms of intimacy together. And that's usually the kind of lessons that surface from dynamics that play out like this. Okay. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below. Please like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Help a girl out, because by doing so, other people are going to find the video. It tells YouTube and it tells the algorithm that people are watching it and they enjoy this content. So giving it a thumbs up really helps the channel, and it's at no cost to you, and it would just make a really big difference for me. So I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out. Other than that, check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.